Good morning, children. So far we have seen about how AC behaves with the inductor, capacitor and a resistor. And we have seen about inductive reactance and capacitive reactance. Now, when AC passes through a capacitor or an inductor or a resistor, there will be power dissipation. The power dissipated can be calculated as follows. So, let us first take an inductor in which an applied voltage V equal to V0 sin omega t creates a current to pass I equal to minus I0 cos omega t. Hope you remember this relation I equal to I0 sin omega t minus pi by 2, which we wrote as I0 minus cos omega t, that is minus of I0 cos omega t. So these two relationships you should remember. And we have the instantaneous power, that is the power at a particular instant of time, which is dw by dt, where w is the work done. So we can write dw, from this relation we can write dw is equal to p into dt. So this is the small work done within a time dt. So if you want to get the work done over one cycle of AC, what you need to do is integrate this dw from 0 to t, that is integrate 0 to t dt, p dt. Power is a voltage into current. We know power is voltage into current, so we can substitute the value of V and I. So here is our V, that is V0 sin omega t. I is minus I0 cos omega t dt. So we can take V0 and I0 outside, negative also outside. So here numerator you will get sin omega t cos omega t. So what you will do is we will multiply and divide with 2. So this become 2 sin omega t cos omega t dt divided by 2. So seeing this relation 2 sin theta cos theta should come in your mind, that is sin 2 theta. So here it will be sin 2 omega t. So here we have V0 I0 by 2 sin 2 omega t dt integrating from 0 to t. So if you integrate sin theta, you get minus cos theta. So here we have integrating sin 2 omega t dt, you should get minus cos 2 omega t divided by this coefficient of time. So here along with the t we have 2 omega, so that 2 omega should be in the denominator. The negative already here, and there is a negative coming from the integration, so this term become positive. So V0 I0 by 2 cos 2 omega t by 2 omega. The 2. So after integrating you should apply the limit 0 to t. So first what you need to do is substitute capital T as small letter t, minus after that substitute 0 as t. So first term cos 2 omega capital T, cos 2 omega capital T, omega we write as 2 pi by t. Omega is nothing but 2 pi by t. So this omega we wrote 2 pi by t, and this t is capital T by 2 omega, minus this cos of t is 0. Again we write like this. So here if you see t and t cancel, then cos 4 pi will come, that is 1. Cos 0 is also 1. So we get 1 by 2 omega minus 1 by 2 omega, which is 0, which means the work done entirely is 0. So as per the new guidelines from CBSE, if there are steps with integration, you can exclude it. You can write the symbol here, integral 0 to t to sin 2 omega t dt. Immediately you can write the result. That's the profession CBSE has given now, but you should know how it comes. So the work done here becomes 0. If work done is 0, power is also 0. That is the power dissipation in an inductor over one cycle is 0. So the power dissipated in one cycle of AC is, in an inductor, is 0. Now let us consider about a capacitor. We are going to check how much is the power dissipation in capacitor. So just like inductor, we follow the same idea. We take voltage and current relation. V is V0 sin omega t, I is I0 cos omega t. This time it is not negative, it is positive. I equal to I0 cos omega t. Those who have confusion how this equation came, go back to capacitor derivation, previous derivation, you get this. Same procedure, substitute P is equal to dW by dt, dW is P dt, integrate it, substitute the value, you get the same value 0. So what I have to tell you is, depending on the mark you have to write power dissipation in inductor, capacitor, so the values will be 0. Now let's consider a resistor. We are going to check the power dissipation in resistor. So as usual we consider the voltage and the current. Hope you remember, in the case of resistor there is no phase difference. If V is V0 sin omega t, I is also I0 sin omega t. So take the equation for power, get work done, integrate. While substituting you get V into I as power, that is V0 sin omega t, I0 sin omega t dt. So V0 I0 we take outside, sin omega t sin square omega t. So it becomes sin square omega t. So if it is sin square omega t, we have already shown how is the derivation goes. Once again we will say, if it is sin square omega t, we convert that into 1 minus cos 2 omega t by 2. So rearrange this sin square theta as 1 minus cos 2 theta by 2 dt, integrate it, take 2 outside, then here it is dt alone, here it is cos 2 omega t dt. So dt if you integrate you get a t, and this term if you integrate you get this as t. Same idea which we have already derived this, again and again not telling. So here what we get is, you get V0 I0 by 2 into t. So work done is V0 I0 by 2 into t, which means work done by time, that is the time period, that is the power. So power is V0 I0 by 2. So in the case of DC, we got power as V0 I0. We know the power is the product of voltage and current, V and I. But here in the case of AC, it is V0 I0 by 2, where V0 I0 are the maximum value of voltage and current, that is the peak current and peak voltage. So this equation we can modify this 2, V0 I0 by 2, this 2 we can write as root 2 into root 2. Then it becomes a V0 I0 by root 2 into root 2. V0 by root 2 and I0 by root 2 are the RMS values of voltage and current. So this we can write as, here itself we can write VRMS into IRMS. This can be written in another format also. We know P is V0 I0 if it is by 2. This can be written in terms of current and voltage also. This relation you have studied in 10th standard. Power had a different equation, that is V into I square R, V square by R. So based on that we have different equations. So as I said, P can be written as VRMS into IRMS, or it can be VRMS square by 2 or IRMS square into R. Sorry, P V square R format, that is VRMS square by R, IRMS square into R. So usual DC equations were P equal to V into I, or V square by R, or I square R. AC equation can be written in the same format, that is V into I, but here V should be VRMS, I should be IRMS. IRMS and VRMS means what is the peak value, maximum value of voltage and current divided with the root 2. V0 by root 2 and I0 by root 2. So that are the equation for power dissipated in inductor, capacitor and a resistor. So remember, inductor and capacitor the power dissipation is 0, but in resistor there is a power dissipation.